Ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the...
How you airballing Wanamaker, bro? It was garbage.
One-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Check.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. Max 50. Check. Roll. 50.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. There goes a deep ball in, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out. 22-jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
15. Attack. Protein smell. 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 49 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Mike 47. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Bang, 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 bang. Mike, 56. Hey, taller. Let's go, D.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Back, yellow. Box trap.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The throw right sideline here is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Play action. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Haskins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
47 is the mic. Here we go.
And the Redskin first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Coming in.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's the way you make the spin.
A big play there. 91 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Here's Haskins. And this is Cook with a grab. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check. Attack! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 9. 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He completes it to Nelson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete to Turner. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Kelce. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Haskins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He can't hang. Collect. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, 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 hey. Nice 7. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 15. Much 56. Much 56. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Back to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Hey, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike, 56, Mike, 56.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, my God, I knew he was going to get hurt. How did I know, bro? How did I know?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
God,
picked up by 1. Hill.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch. No.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.